Hi, I'm Dr. Patrick Cohn, owner and founder of Peak Performance Sports at peaksports.com and owner of puttingyips.com. In this short video, I'm going to talk about a couple solutions that you can try to help you get beyond the putting yips. Now, in my estimation, there's two areas that you have to address. The first area that you want to address is what I call the core issue. What ultimately happens when you go from practice to the competitive situation? What's on the line for you? How do you feel threatened? Because in my estimation, the yips are all about fear, and more specifically about fear of failure. Let me talk about a couple different types of fear of failure. I find that there's two different types. It's the golfer that works hard, spends 2, 3, 4 hours per day on his or her game, but then doesn't get the payoff, doesn't see the results, doesn't see the improvement. That golfer, the fear of failure for him or her is, I'm doing all this work and it's for naught. The second type of fear of failure I see with golfers is more common, and that is, it's under the category of social approval, which means you worry too much about what others think when you go play. So if you go out there and play in a competitive situation and you're worried about what your playing partners are going to think, if you miss a 2-footer, you miss a 3-footer, you fear that you're going to feel embarrassed in some way, or they're going to look at you like you're not a good golfer, then that's the other type of fear of failure you have to be aware of. And ultimately, I think that's the basis for you not being able to putt free and relaxed on the golf course. So you have to address it both from the fear of failure. What's the ultimate fear that's locking you up on the golf course? And then secondly, how can you get that putter freed up? In my previous videos in this series, I talked about just that, about when you go from practice to competition. Well, in practice, the stroke feels relaxed, it feels smooth, it feels free. You're a little bit more athletic and reactionary in practice. Then you go to the golf course and it's like a different golfer altogether, or a different putter altogether. And that's the second part you have to address, is you have to start working on that athleticism. For example, if you throw a dart at a bullseye, what do? You look at the bullseye and you trust your hand-eye coordination. Do you do that with your putter? Probably not. You're probably overthinking it, certainly to the max, and maybe thinking too much about mechanics or worrying about the result. So the key is to be in the moment, be more athletic, and be more reactionary. And that's the purpose of my free report and my putting drills at puttingyips.com. You can learn about my anti-yips putting practice and how to get that freedom back in your stroke. However, you have to also address it in unison with this issue surrounding the fear of failure and fear of embarrassment. So you have to approach from both sides. What is the ultimate fear? What am I afraid of the most? And then how can you get that putter freed up when you go from practice to competition? Thanks for watching. Check out my website at puttingyips.com for some tips on great putting and some more information about the putting yips. Thanks.